The worst hangover that I can remember was when we went to Miami to shoot an episode of Drinking Made Easy. And we go down there. My wife, she produced the show, and so we went down there a day before the crew because a friend of ours was having a party. And a lot of people know my wife, Mel. Either you follow her on social media, she produced our show, she rescues the animals, she's absolutely amazing. But truth be told, I was married briefly. I've been married to Mel for 10 years. But I was married briefly before I married Mel. But when I married Mel, I realized I could be with someone who was smart and funny and beautiful and supportive and just an amazing partner. You know what I mean? If you're one of these people, you understand. But it makes me wonder, what's my third wife gonna be like? Because you're very big. Ow. I mean, she hasn't been born yet, but I don't think that that's part of... You know, she's so amazing. She produced our shows, and when we were shooting Drinking Made Easy, she actually had 3 back surgeries during that time, didn't miss any work. But the first 2 surgeries didn't take, so she needed to get a 3rd back surgery, and this one was more invasive. She actually had to have some hardware attached to her spine. It was about 4 years ago. She's recovering fantastically, but after it happened, she needed to spend some time in the hospital, a few days, to recover and then to be, under observation. So of course, I was with her the entire time. I didn't leave her side because, there's no bars in hospitals. But I checked. I checked. You don't have to look it up. And we were visited by the surgeon and the doctors and the nurses and the physical therapists and the occupational therapist. And the occupational therapist's job is to teach Mel how to go about everyday life while protecting her back, Because the laundry was piling up. Exactly. That's right. You didn't say it, but you thought it, and I appreciate that. It's very modern of you. The occupational therapist goes through this whole thing. After about 15 minutes, she's done, and she goes, I like to tell couples that it's okay if you want me to discuss intimacy. And my wife, she didn't say a word. She just gave me this look. I know this look. It's, if you let her discuss intimacy, I will murder you while you sleep. No, we don't need to discuss intimacy. We're married. We don't do that anymore. That was more of the courting process, or at least, please don't do this, please stop. She's like, okay. Well, I'll just give you my spiel. Oh, you're gonna do it anyway. That's awesome, thanks for that. She said, I like to tell people that physical touch can often be replaced by a tender look. I'm gonna say it again, because I wrote it down when I heard it. Specifically to share it with you guys. She said, physical touch can be replaced by tender looks. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you even, what does that mean? Like what? Like Mel and I, we'd be home, a month later, and she's recovering fantastically, and we're sharing a bottle of wine. It's a Saturday night, listening to some music, and I was like, hey, Mel, you wanna go upstairs? And she's like, no. I'm like, why? Come on, let's just go to the bedroom, whatever. And she's like, no. And then she just flashes at me a tender look, and I'm like, whoop. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Wow. I'm gonna go get a head start on next year's taxes because I feel very clear-headed about everything. Or maybe it's like 2 years later, I forgot about this whole thing, and I'm at a party over in the corner talking to some of my friends about something serious, and Mel, she just wants to mess with me, so she just gives me a tender look, and I'm like, oop. Guys, I'll be right back. This is awkward. Miami. We get down to Miami, and we go to this party. Guy Fieri's having a big party, and we go there, and we go in the front door, and the first thing we do is Guy just puts a shot in my hand, and boom, we're off to the races. And Mel reminds me, we have a tradition. The first morning, we go to Miami a lot, and the first morning we wake up in Miami, we go and have a Cuban breakfast. So she's like, don't forget about breakfast. I'm like, no, I'm good. She's like, great. So she's hanging with us, she's drinking, but she's pacing herself, and I'm doing laps around her. And look, I'm not gonna say that I drank too much, but I did wake up on the floor of the hotel bathroom hugging the toilet at 10 in the morning with my wife standing above me with a cup of coffee. Can you be ready to go in 10 minutes? No. Can you bring people back from the dead in 10 minutes? So she made me an appointment at one of those hangover IV places. Now here's the thing, hangovers are caused by dehydration. But you can drink as much water as you want, take as many electrolytes as your body can handle, but your body only absorbs 10% of it. That's it, 10%. But an IV bag filled with saline water and vitamins injected directly into your bloodstream, and your body absorbs 100% of it, all of it. So, an hour after I was saying my last rites on the bathroom floor of the Fontainebleau Hotel, I'm having shots, mojitos, and Cuban sandwiches in Little Havana. Yeah, fuck yeah. So, what did we learn there? Number one, don't try to outdrink Guy Fieri. He's got the sunglasses on the back of his head. You don't know if he's coming or going. He's literally drinking out of a boat. What the fuck is this sorcery? How? I panicked and I drank too much. Number two, an IV can't erase the mistakes of the previous night, except for perhaps running along the beach, back to the hotel at 4 a.m., naked, trying to catch Guy Fieri to give him a tender look. So, I will just say this with all due respect, that man is fast when he needs to be. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow.